Yes, we are live. Good. Hello, everyone. Takes a second. Let me get rid of that background screen, give you my actual background. And welcome to yes, we are good. Hello, everyone. And welcome to Beer with Claude. And always glad when somebody can join, likes to join us. Let me change my background here for 1 second. And heck of a week this week. Do you ever see the different backgrounds you can do with Zoom, by the way? Just to show you guys, look at this. You can take any picture you want, put it in your background, your green screen. Here's my favorite. Holidays, different things, skiing, uh, cover of my book, good old Charlie Brown. Here's some of my other books. Guts 2.0, Guts Marketing, Hypnotic Guts, all the different ones. You can even, what's really neat is mind maps. What else can I do back here? Look at these. I love mind maps, by the way, if you know anything about me. Then you can do the live scenes here. I think that's Maui, if I'm not mistaken, Aurora Borealis, or just show you my lovely loft here in my home here in San Diego. I love San Diego. I know California takes a bad rap a lot of times, especially lately. One thing you don't do at dinner time is talk politics um, with other Californians in the room. If not, if you want to keep them as friends and things like that. It's basic. It can be dangerous. Absolutely. Let's see here. Okay, good. We are live. I just want to see this little screen here. This is like my little monitor. I love this device. This is my favorite. This is my iPad mini. This is my absolute favorite device after my Apple Watch with my little earbuds here. I use this every day for exercise and for swimming. I'll talk a little bit about that today. If you're going to drink, by the way, if you want to join today, if you'd like to join, I'll put this in the chat. Join us. Just go to zoomclaude.com. It's that easy. Bring your bring your adult beverage, bring your opinion with you. All are welcome. This is kind of a relaxed, informal kind of thing that I love to do. And we're going to talk the beer. Yes, I am going to get to the beer. My beer today, Stella Artois, a formerly Belgium beer that is now made, I believe, in St. Louis. So you know who makes this beer probably. Here's a nice big cold bottle here. Started by Annual Brewery, 1366. It 600 years of brewing heritage. I hope they got it right. It's my Swiss Army knife, handiest darn knife in the world. Everybody should have a good knife, especially if you do what I do and go in the canyons and in the woods and things like that. I had a heck of a day today. I got up early. I did a little treadmill, did my exercises, took a nice run. Then I went to my favorite college campus and went to the pool. What's this pour here? Look at this. This is Stella Artois. I love them. I just like saying Artois. What a nice smell. It smells like real beer. Okay. This is not your peach flavored beer. Okay. Your ginger beer, your all your little crazy. There's so many crazy beers out there, and there's the kombucha and every flavor under the sun, chocolate kombucha, which is kind of a different tea um, fermented product. But this is just a nice look at that beautiful head, and like it's a classic beer mug here. Okay. And to your health. Okay. I've been thinking of that all day. Oh man, is that delicious? That is just a wonderful beer, a little malty flavor to it. The IBUs are probably very low. Let's share the screen. I have a lot of good stuff for you guys, by the way. And if anybody does want to join me, just go to zoomclaude.com, pop in here. All are welcome. Otherwise, I'm just going to get on my soapbox and rant and rave like I love to do. and just share events of this was a great week for me, by the way. I love talking about business, life in general. I always say beer with Claude is one of my it might be my psychological you're my psychiatrist. I'm on the couch here and just venting and sharing all the things. I think it's good to vent. I think, I think too many people are keeping too many things inside, and eventually it ferments, but not in a good way. And I think you need somebody in your life or somewhere, maybe a bar, okay, or a social place or your church or synagogue. You need a place where you can talk to people and be respected, maybe not judged too much, um, and have an opinion without being embarrassed or criticized. Here's my munchie plate. Okay. Um, got some great cheese here, Gouda, from I love Trader Joe's. Got some baby salami, Genoa salami, also Trader Joe's. Got a little edamame. Love edamame. These are soybeans. Uh-huh. They're delicious. They're healthy. They're high in fiber. And I love these big Snyder sourdough pretzels. They're my favorite. Another pretzel I love these pretzel chips. And I have a mess of pistachios and regular peas. This is one of my little munchie plate. I don't eat all day. I think the secret to health and longevity, basically, daily exercise. Maybe not to the extreme I do. I do 5 to 10 miles a day. I swim anywhere from 750 to 2,000 meters a day. 1,600 meters is a mile. So I try to get at least 1,000 meters in a day swimming. I love swimming. Let me show you my pool here. I did pull that out. Let me see if I can share the screen. I got a video for you guys too. And actually prepare. Look, here, see, I even write down notes and things I'd love to talk about with you guys. But this is Beer with Claude. If anyone's watching, this is a delicious Stella Artois, just a good old beer. It's a quality beer. This is hate to compare it to I love Miller High Life. I love Coors, but they're good beers. They're easy to drink. They're wonderful on the 4th of July picnic. They're good all year long. And I'm not a beer snob. I know there's a lot of beer, but this is if you want to spend an extra buck on a bottle or a 6 pack or a couple bucks. This is great beer. This is I mean, these little monks had 600 years to perfect this thing, and then I guess Budweiser. It's in St. Louis, so I'm thinking Anheuser-Busch owns this right now. La Bière Fin de Lux on there. Got to tell you, delicious. It's full flavored. It's got a great mouthfeel. I've been using that word a lot lately. Just when it hits your mouth, it's just the thickness, the viscosity of it. It's just a delicious beer. It really is. Let me share my screen here with you guys and show you a couple things that I have here. I prepared a few things here today. Yeah, there's Safari. There we go. Share. And there you can see my screen here, my messy screen. This is where I go swimming every day. Let's see if I can find the website here. Oh, it's over here. This is Southwest College. This is in southern San Diego. Look at this facility if you can see it. They have 2 Olympic pools, a couple regular pools. I've never seen a facility so it's fantastic. I go there Monday through Saturday. I go early in the morning. And see if you can see that picture there. I don't know how clear that is through your screen there, but up here in the top right, that's an Olympic pool. Olympic pools are 50 meters. Okay, they're twice the length of a standard American pool, which is 25 meters. And they're just it's a tremendous a great facility. Here's another huge pool, and they have a little bridge across. It's another, I believe, 50-meter pool. $39 a month, and they have a health club with all the latest equipment and everything in there. And it's right in the college in Chula Vista, Southwest College. I got to get a T-shirt from them. Just wonderful. I swim every day. You want to talk about a great exercise? That is it. Let us go to. Let me see if I can find my Stella Artois. There it is. Stella Artois. It's all in the name. Stella Artois is proud of our rich Belgian. Wow, I thought it was with an M, Belgium. So they spell it a little differently. Heritage. Stella Artois traces its origins to over 600 years to the Den Hoorn Brewery in Leuven. I've been to Belgium, by the way. I have a Belgium story. If I remember, I'll share it with you. Founded in 1366, it was born as a holiday gift to the people of Leuven from the brewery. The name Stella means star in Latin. Okay, I did not know that. Re ipsa loquitur, the thing speaks for itself. I love Latin. I learned a little Latin in law school. It's a great language. Let's see if we can find some more here. On here. If anyone would like to join me, it's zoomclaude.com. It's all in the name. Pretty bottle, green bottle. I think I'm trying to remember what's that one beer that used to come in a green bottle? It's from Pennsylvania. Latrobe, Rolling Rock. Came in a bottle. They used to come in these little nips. Just a delicious beer. Here. Winner of the 2019 World Beer Long. Buy Stella products and buy their swag. Okay, there you go. Okay. So that's our beer of the night. Nice looking glass there, huh? Interesting picture in the background here. They've got some people in the background, and there's a little boy on the table. It's interesting that they would show children in a beer ad. But c'est la vie. What else did I want to show you guys? I got some other stuff. I'll come back to that in a moment. On there, another time for another sip. So I exercise so I can fit into my high school jeans, getting harder sometimes, and I can drink a nice beer. I only I do OMAD, one meal a day. I only eat one meal a day. I found I just trained myself. Sometimes I break down. I'll have an apple or a banana or a small salad in the middle of the day. But most days I don't eat until 6 o'clock. Which and today is 4:44 here in San Diego. By the way, the weather today, we have a thing in May. It's called May Gray, and in June it's called June Gloom. Elbow's in the room. Elbow, come join us. Come on, buddy. Love to play a little tune here too. Or he's my tequila buddy. I love tequila. Don't tell anybody. And Elbow's a pianist and a wonderful and just a nice man. And the weather was dark and gray in the mornings here because we're by the ocean. We get these marine layers. They call them an eddy. Don't ask me to spell it. I think it's ADDI. I don't know. Somebody Google it and let me know. And it is just cloudy and dark. And then around 11 o'clock, 11:30, the sun comes out and it's a brilliant classic San Diego 72-degree day. San Diego is the most lovely, I'm going to call it Mediterranean climate in the world. Don't get political about California. We all know that stuff. Okay. There's always a trade-off wherever you live. California is very crazy politically. Okay. And I think you know where your Uncle Claude stands politically. I'm a Demopublican. I'm kind of in the middle. I believe in a just, charitable society, but I also believe in hard work and fair play and rewarding people who work hard towards. And we're in the, I'm going to flag wave. I think we're in a great country where anybody who plays by the rules and works hard can make it in this country. I truly believe I'm the son of immigrants. Okay, in one generation, my family went from having the shirt on literally the clothes on their back to living in several houses, debt-free, mortgage-free, able to be charitable, philanthropic, and just have a wonderful life by playing by the rules in this free society. There's a reason why people want to come into this country over the border. Over the border, by the way, San Diego is now the destination place because Texas and Arizona got so tough on the border. Everybody's coming over to the San Diego side now and coming over the border. You don't want to get me started on that. I am sympathetic to people who want to come in this country. I just think they should do it the right way. ended that. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to get into that argument with people. To me, it's just common sense. You can't have millions of people coming into a country, this wonderful country. And if I was probably in some other third world country, and I couldn't go through the system the right way, I didn't have the advantages of the money or the education to do it, I'd probably run over the border too. Okay, so I'm not a hypocrite. I just don't think a country can absorb millions of people into their education system, into their hospitals, into their society with no knowledge of who they are, where they came from. Everything else will eventually go downhill, because we are a society of rules, fairly reasonable rules. My parents came to this country legally. They were very fortunate, very lucky. Um, what were we talking about before I got on my diatribe? California, it's just beautiful here. I love the weather here. It's the greatest weather in the world. The average temperature in San Diego is 72 degrees. Um, it is just the perfect climate. It's expensive to live here. It's California. The people are great. The food is great. The culture. We have desert. I mean, I'm near the ocean. I can see Coronado from my house. That's a little island where the seals train and everything. And I'm high up on a hill here, so we get a nice breeze all even in the summer when it does get up to 80 or 80, 82 to 85 some days. It can get warm. We get this constant breeze off the ocean. It's just wonderful. Some people live inland, which is nicer, but a lot warmer. Every couple miles you go inland, the temperature goes up. Eventually, you get to the desert, Borrego Springs and everything. And if you love desert, if you love Las Vegas, you'll California has the same darn desert. Okay, just go down Route 15, and you'll be in the desert, and it's real desert there, man. Okay, Borrego Springs is beautiful if you've never been there, though. We have mountains that are still have skiing. So we have everything. We have mountains, we have ocean, we have inland, we have a desert, we have everything here. It's quite an eclectic place. It's also too damn expensive. I mean, this is a real expensive place to live, unless you've had the advantages and everything. You make a lot of sacrifices to live here. Time for another sip of beer here. Stella Artois, look at it, it's going down. Look at that. It goes down fast. Um, it was kind of interesting. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to share with you. Another thing share with you guys for tonight. Not just see, it's not just beer. Like my friends, shout out to my good friends from Louisiana Beer Reviews, Ron and Dave and Jean Pierre and all my friends out there. We get together on StreamYard and it's broadcast. Go on to YouTube and always check out Louisiana Beer Review. Ron he does a much better job than me. Okay, I just tell you that I like to drink beer. He'll go into the history of the darn thing. How he'll tell you how they make the darn stuff and so much more information than I can give you. I was had an article. There was an article this week in the Wall Street Journal about marijuana and some of the, let's see if I can find it for you guys. Interesting, because I live also in Colorado where marijuana started the whole legal thing. Don't ask my opinion on that either. Okay. Um, and I got 50. I wrote an article. I wrote a response to the article, and I just basically told people that I get my drugs for free. They're called endorphins. If you exercise every day and you get up to a certain level, you can have the happiness of endorphins pumping through your body. What is an endorphin? It's a natural drug your body produces when you're straining, when you're exercising heavily, and it's for those of you who exercise, you know what I'm talking about. It's the most wonderful feeling. You're running hard, you're swimming hard, but you don't feel any pain, any strain. That's what endorphins do. And you don't have to pay anybody $300 for a little bag of weed when you get it naturally. Okay. So I got 50 thumbs up in the Wall Street Journal this week. I was really happy about that. I had a speaking engagement this week. Another shout out to my friend Bill Tan of the Los Angeles Real Estate Investor Club or Group, REIC, I think it is, LA. Great club. They invited me to speak. I was a keynote on Zoom, and I don't know, we had 80 people on there, and it was just wonderful. I talked about gut sales. Um, I'm big on teaching people. I'm a real estate investor who figured out that the way to become successful is like the sign says back there, give good phone. I've written 9 books on sales, uh, how to sell with guts. The mentor teach the rules of guts. The mentor teaches success. I've got a bunch somewhere else here, but I've written a lot of books about communication. And I think because of, I love the technology. Hell, I'm on it right now. I think because of too much technology, maybe we've lost something there. Chris Lopez, hi, Claude. Great Zoom meeting up with Bill Tan, and the Coors Original went down good today. That is great, Chris. Thank you. If you guys want to join me, zoomclaude.com. Come on. I always love company on here. It makes my job easier when I have other people to bounce stuff off of. And we had such a good time. It's Bill is just a wonderful entrepreneur and the nicest guy in the business. He started the real estate club in San Diego, the San Diego Real Estate Club. I've spoken there several times. And then a few years ago, he started the Los Angeles Club. And every time I speak to people, here's a little tip for you guys in terms of business. We all want leads, and I have that Seinfeld on the screen for a reason. And I played this. I played this on Wednesday when I spoke to the group, and it's called Opposite George, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. But I spoke and I did role plays, and I told all my corny jokes, just like I'm talking to you guys right now. This is my style. Love me, dislike me, delete me. There's a wonderful time in your life you get to. It's called IDGASL. I don't give a you know what land. Okay, it's where you're just yourself, where you can be yourself. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to get into this whole woke mind and group mob insanity. You just be yourself. And I think a lot of people, especially now, appreciate somebody who's um, genuine, whether maybe they like their personality, maybe they don't. Um, but it was a great group. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. 32 people contacted me and texted me during and after my speaking engagement there. I always, my marketing is not to pay per click or to buy lists, obscure lists, or to bother people with endless texts and emails and stuff. My marketing is to attract people. So 32 people contacted me. I sent them all a gift. I sent them all a free copy of my book. And you guys, by the way, you see my phone number there. You send me a text tonight and you say, Claude, I'd like one of your books on sales or real estate or marketing. Just wrote a new book on marketing. It's called Attraction Marketing. And my theory on marketing is completely different from, I guess, the majority of trainers out there. I don't want to bother people. I don't want to just throw a lot of garbage at masses who have no interest in who I am or what I'm about. I'd rather attract people that have a problem or an issue that my services, my products can help. Okay. I love teaching all the stupid things I've did in life, the mistakes I made. Haven't we all made them? And so you stay away from those dumb things. And I love sharing with people exactly what the things I did right in my life. It's given me the journey, the adventure. It's still going on. Thank you, Lord. And I'm still enjoying it and it's still been great. And to remove financial worry, to live in places where other people take vacations, just because I had a mentor who taught me how to be a good communicator, taught me the psychology and the art of persuasion and influence. I'm really big on those topics. I do a Monday group call every Monday at 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 p.m. group Eastern time. And I basically love to teach people how to role play, how to ask questions, how to feel. The greatest compliment I ever received in my life was from my daughter. Greatest compliment in the world. She said, "Dad, you're just comfortable in your own skin." That's, I think that's a pretty damn good compliment. What do you guys think? I got this. I want to play. This is my favorite. I'm a Seinfeld fan. I love Larry David. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Any fans out there on there? And this is, I think, one of the greatest episodes of Seinfeld. What was it on? 10 years, 11 years? It was on for a long time. It's called Opposite George. And a lot of my success in business and my perspective in life is doing the opposite that a lot of sometimes the mob thinks is the right thing. I think it's just the opposite. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me play this clip for you guys and tell me what you think. Let me do my settings here for a second. Okay, listen to this video. It's short, but it's a lot of fun.
Life has been wrong. My life is the complete opposite of everything I want it to be. Every instinct I have in every aspect of life, be it something to wear, something to eat, it's all been wrong. Everyone.
Tuna on toast, coleslaw, cup of coffee.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. I always have tuna on toast. Nothing's ever worked out for me with tuna on toast. I want the complete opposite of tuna on toast. Chicken salad on rye, untoasted, with a side of potato salad and a cup of tea.
Well, there's no telling what can happen from this.
You know, chicken salad's not the opposite of tuna. Salmon's the opposite of tuna, because salmon swim against the current, and the tuna swim with it.
Good for the tuna.
George, you know that woman just looked at you.
So what? What am I supposed to do?
Go talk to her.
Elaine, bald men with no jobs and no money who live with their parents don't approach strange women.
Well, here's your chance to try the opposite. Instead of tuna salad and being intimidated by women, chicken salad and going right up to them.
Yeah, I should do the opposite. I should.
If every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite would have to be right.
If every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite would be right. Kind of the almost the definition of insanity, right? We'll talk about that. Here comes the final end. It's fun.
Yes, I will do the opposite. I used to sit here and do nothing and regret it for the rest of the day. So now I will do the opposite and I will do something.
I love this.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that you were looking in my direction.
Oh, yes, I was. You just ordered the same exact lunch as me.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
I'm Victoria. Hi.
Okay, I love that. Even if you're not a Seinfeld fan, the takeaway, as I said earlier, is if everything you're doing is wrong or not working out, it's time to do the opposite. And a little background here. I applied so much of my business about doing the opposite of what they call the conventional wisdom. Okay. And I see even today, it's insanity, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And even though you're not getting the result, skateboarders in the building. How you doing, buddy? Claude, since it's beer with Claude, what do you think would win? Miller High Lake versus Court. They're both good. They're both really good beers. It's hard, It's like this is like Solomon choosing who gets the baby. Okay, it's a great. Hey, my friend Elbow is coming on. Elbow, the man who knows more about tequila than anyone. You gotta turn on your video and unmute yourself, buddy. But while he's coming on. And the opposite. So everybody said, just make, thousands of phone calls, send letters and text and everything like that, and then get on the phone and read a script. There he is.
Okay.
There he is.
Yeah, I'm not used to Zoom.
Oh,
So
Zoom is wonderful. Where were you
okay.
during the pandemic? Everybody was on Zoom during the
Yeah, I know,
pandemic.
but I've been most of my meetups around StreamYard, like Ron Terrio uses and whatnot. But so I'm still getting used to all this. But anyway, I thought I'd take a chance, just stop by, say hello.
We're so glad to see you. Fireworks in the building. Yay.
Hey.
How are you? What are you drinking? What, are you drinking anything tonight or are you on the wagon?
Well, you know what? I didn't want to open a beer yet because I have to have some dinner first.
Oh, here, I got a plate full of munchies. I got cheese. I got Genoa salami. I've got peanuts. I love pistachio nuts. Here you
Oh
go.
yeah,
Munch away, man.
that looks great. That looks great.
We're drinking a Stella Artois. Question was asked in the room here. I'll let you answer it. Claude, since this is beer with Claude, who do you think would win? Miller High Life versus Coors?
I would vote for Coors.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I like Coors a lot too because I live part of the year in Colorado, and I don't live that. I'm about 50 minutes from Golden, and I just think it's a good beer. It's just a good beer, and it's inexpensive as anything.
Hmm.
Isn't it amazing that you can get something so good for so little money?
Oh yeah, yeah. Those brands, both of them are still good beers. We've gotten our, I don't know, our palates elevated now with all the craft beers and whatnot, and good imports like that. But
It's imported from St. Louis now, by the way.
oh,
I think Mr. Anheuser-Busch bought this or somebody like St. Louis. Is that Anheuser-Busch?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So 600 years of monks in Belgium, they sold the rights to Anheuser-Busch.
Anyway, I am bringing something to the table here. It's a, it's not really, it's ginger beer,
I love ginger beer.
which is, I don't know if you ever tried this company, Fever Tree.
No, is it
But
I like ginger beer that has a lot of ginger in it.
yeah, this one is, I think you would like it if you get a chance to try it. This company, they're making these sodas, but they're specifically designed to be used in mixed drinks and cocktails. They're a little bit better than, say,
The Moscow Mule, I believe,
yeah, I
makes
think
ginger
you're
beer,
right.
right?
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna sip on as
I love ginger. And you know what? You have something like that on the rocks on ice. You don't need a drink sometimes. It's just
yeah,
refreshing.
yeah. Later on, I'll have a beer, but for now, I'm just gonna have the soda.
Can you
It's
smell the ginger? Is it just permeating through the room?
yeah. You can, yeah, yeah. It's there, and it's got a little kick to the taste. I mean, you definitely notice it, the ginger. So
I love ginger. Tell me if I'm wrong. Isn't ginger a natural probiotic or whatever? It's a natural.
I've always heard it's good for your digestion
Yeah.
and your stomach and all that stuff. So yeah.
Oh, ginger.
Oh,
I'm
I
trying to think of there's another company that makes ginger beer also. It's in the supermarkets. Uh,
oh yeah, like Goslings, I
yeah,
think.
Goslings, that's one,
Yeah.
and others. And ginger beer is so good when it's icy cold. Some of them don't have enough ginger in them. Like I like I like ginger ale, but there's no ginger in the darn stuff. Very little.
Yeah. I hear you.
But they call it ginger ale.
Yeah. I mean, I like a bourbon and ginger ale, as opposed to the ginger beer, because the ginger ale to me is more muted in taste for the ginger. So it's not as competing as much with the bourbon. But if I'm just drinking it as a soda, yeah, I've been liking this ginger beer. It's pretty
It's good
cool.
for you. And I love the small bottle. You don't have to drink a quart. Skateboarder on top said Fever Tree rocks, the best in ginger beer. I've got to
Oh,
try it. Now you sold me, man. Word of mouth works. Okay. It's called Fever Tree. Where do I find Fever Tree? In a liquor store, Trader Joe's? Where do you find it?
right in my grocery store. They usually, if you go past all the Coke and Pepsi, you might find a little section of them there.
Was it come in a 6-pack, a 4-pack, or something?
These small bottles are a 4-pack, and they do have a bigger bottle, which I haven't got. But a 4-pack was like $4.99, something like that. So they're not inexpensive. They're not cheap, but
No,
give it a try. And
you'd
they
buy it
are.
again. I always judge things. Would you buy it again?
Oh, I have. Yeah, I've bought
Okay,
these.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Skateboarder also said, and he's right. Thank you, skateboarder. Reed's ginger beer.
Okay. Yeah. There's another.
That's
Yeah.
that's a popular one.
Hmm.
And I think don't they do a root beer too? The best non-alcoholic beer I ever had was in Roxbury, New Jersey. It was this gigantic place. I'm showing my age now. I'm going back to shoot the 70s here at least. It was called Tony's, home of the atomic hot dog, and they had these giant kegs of birch beer, not root beer, birch, and they'd get out these gigantic mugs. I mean, they were huge. I was a little kid. I couldn't pick it up with two hands. And it was a frosted mug with this almost black soda called birch beer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you'd get a foot long hot dog with a ton of chili on it and cheese and onions. And I mean, that was heaven to a 10-year-old kid or whatever. That was like heaven.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Birch beer. Does anyone know what birch beer is anymore? Does it? I think they call it root beer now, but in those days it was birch beer. As far as that goes, I just played the opposite George. My favorite. Did you get to watch that? It's my favorite clip from Seinfeld.
Oh no, I missed that. I was trying to get ready here, so I wasn't able to. I didn't see that clip, but yeah, like I said, I'm glad I did get through this time with the Zoom, and it's just a matter of using it more. And
all you got to do
like you're right. I mean, Zoom was the #1 back during the pandemic. I mean, I'm surprised they may have even slipped in popularity where StreamYard has come up, but I think it's good to know both platforms. So I'll try to hang in here with this. And
well, I live on Zoom. I have a mentoring coaching business. I have clients all over the world, and Zoom seems to work really. The quality of Zoom, look at this quality. I mean, this video is great. I can do a lot of I can do a lot of my fun things here.
Yeah.
I can do my balloons. I can do my confetti. There you go. Oh, here's the new one. You know.
Yeah, I like that.
I can do all these fun things.
It's just looking at your hand gestures, and it knows.
Yeah, it just looks at your hand gestures. You can do this too.
Wow, look at that.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. And Zoom allows me to record. It has a private chat room. I love Zoom. I'm just so used to it. I have used StreamYard, but StreamYard is a multi-broadcasting system where you can simultaneously broadcast on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube at the same time. It's a good system. But I already have the professional Zoom.
Yeah.
And I just love it. My clients love it. It's just a question. And I have a link that anybody can type in zoomclaude.com on their browser, and then they come right into the room here.
Yeah, that's what I used to get here because I had to use the browser.
Yeah.
If I had something downloaded, that would probably be quicker, but I'll look into that. But for now, I just navigated through the browser, and here I am.
There you go. There you are. Give yourself a shout out here because I'm going to be leaving in a little while. I've been rambling on here since 4:30.
Yeah.
When are you on tonight?
I think I may go live tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm in bed, man.
Yeah, I know. You're you're an early riser, and that's good.
Nah, I'm on the left coast here, so 11 a.m. is what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 8 o'clock here.
But I wanted to ask you, I've heard of this store in San Diego for tequila called Old Town Tequila. or Old Town Liquors, maybe. I don't know if you've ever visited it, but if you're a tequila fan, like I know you are,
Oh yeah.
I would, yeah, I would say just check it out and let me know what you see, because I've heard, I mean, they even ship, to states that will accept liquors, they have an online service, but I've heard just through various chat rooms and stuff that Old Town in San Diego is pretty amazing for their tequila
I
selection.
went, there is a geographic section of San Diego. It's near Mission Beach. It's off Route 5. I went to law school in Old Town,
Really?
Western State Law School. It's now called Thomas Jefferson. I went to law school there, and Old Town is basically an old Mexican village. It's really not. It's a modern little thing, but
Yeah.
but they have some restaurants there. There's one big restaurant, used to be called Hamburguesa. Now it's called something else. It's a gigantic Mexican restaurant. It's like Disneyland of Mexican restaurants, where you go inside. There's a lady making tortillas fresh. There's a mariachi band. You know what
Yeah. Yeah. They were
you know what the definition of a mariachi band is?
no.
It's a band you pay to go away. No, no, no. It's humor, people. Don't. I know you're offended out there, but it's humor.
No,
Okay, learn to laugh.
I
They come right to your table and they're singing, and three, four not banjos, guitars,
oh yeah.
and they're wonderful musicians. Seriously, but you're stuffing your face with this gigantic burrito and everything, and all of a sudden there's 4 or 5 people around you singing in your ear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you give them some money and then they go to the next table.
But anyway, next time we talk, let me know if you get around to seeing that Old Town
Old
liquor.
Town, is it called Old Town Tequila or just is that
Yeah. I'm not sure if
Old
it's
Town is a wonderful tourist stop. The trolley stop there. We have a trolley system that's second to none in San Diego, and it stops in Old Town. And Old Town's one of those places where you can just walk around, and they got these great little shops and everything. San Diego is a great walking town, and you can walk around, and go to different restaurants, great Mexican restaurants, little knickknack shops and stuff like that. San Diego has so much to do. It's like one day you can.
I don't know
Okay,
if you can
let's see.
put it
Old Town Liquor. What's
Yeah.
the address? It's got to be in Old Town.
Yeah, 2304 San Diego Avenue.
I'll check it out. Yep, San
Yeah,
Diego Avenue.
make a video on it, because I hear it's pretty amazing in there. But anyway,
We have
I'm,
so much to do here. We have Balboa Park. We have a park with like 30 museums in it, and the world famous San Diego Zoo. We're getting the pandas back here and everything. We have Old Town, like we're talking about. We have the gas lamp area where it's just all nothing but restaurants and bars and street people. And and then we have Little Italy, which is my favorite section of San Diego. It is just about 5 city blocks of nothing but pizzerias and breweries. Stone Brewery, Ballast. Uh, it's San Diego's probably, I'm not transplanted New Yorker. Uh,
yeah, I thought you were. I
you
thought you
talking to me or what here?
Yeah, right.
What
Yeah.
are your thoughts on Sam Adams Lager? I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I like it. I do.
It's
I
it's just
haven't
a it's
poured it
just
in
a
a while.
great beer.
Yeah, I
What I
like it.
love even more is the story behind Sam Adams beer. Okay, I love the story, whether it's true or not. The guy who started Sam Adams, I think he went the romantic story, whether it's true or not. I love it. He went into the attic, he went into a chest, he found his grandfather's old recipe for making beer, great grandfather. He started making it. He thought it was great, and he started bottling it himself and taking it to local bars around Boston and selling it door to door. And
Yeah,
and and
yeah,
that's the beginning of Sam Adams. Google it. It's a great story.
yeah. Well, that entrepreneurial spirit, which you are helping to mentor and, our country needs that, is more entrepreneurs and maybe more ways to help them out with various loans and stuff. You probably know more about that. I was just thinking that earlier, as
You
far
know,
as encouraging the economy, But
I,
I'm
you
glad
know,
I've seen what you do there with your sales technique teaching and all that. That's pretty cool, man. I give you credit for that. And I guess at some point you decided, well, being an attorney wasn't so much for
I'm a
you.
recovering attorney.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm in a 10-step program. I'm almost past asshole.
But there's another, yeah. But anyway, it's I give you no, my hats off to you for you
Thank
decided,
you.
well, I'm going to do this. I guess it's more feels like it's more your calling rather than
You're right.
day to day stuff. So
It was more my calling. The secret of my success is I married a much younger woman with more money and better credit.
that helps. Yeah.
That always. Seriously, my wife and I came from New Jersey with a pickup truck and a used Ford Escort. We came to San Diego. I went to law school. She was working. We had a little baby, and I started to hustle. It's not a bad word.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
You gotta. When you're young, that's the time to do it.
yeah. And I got into real estate and we started we're living in this little 2-bedroom apartment with a new baby, and I'm doing all this real estate all over the place here. And finally took a couple years where we started getting a little bit ahead, and a little bit more ahead. And
Yeah.
then we were able to move to a bigger apartment, and then we were eventually able to buy our own home. And then I started writing about it, and then I started coaching and consulting about it, and it built itself. It wasn't overnight or anything. It took time. I made a lot of mistakes on the way and everything. But I always say to people, I'm the former world's worst salesman, and today I'm
Yeah.
teaching people how to sell.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Yeah.
tell me about your background. Elbow
Yeah.
is wonderful for you. You've never heard him. He's a wonderful. Is it pianist? Is that the
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Pianist. Yeah. Well, that's
Okay.
always been my passion, my hobby. Inside of me is music and the piano and even a little guitar. But no, my thing now is I'm retired, but I'm a retired real estate guy. I
Oh,
was
wow. Tell me about it real quick before we go. I'd love to hear it.
residential real estate appraisal is what I did. I started out working for an MAI office in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I got my test, took my state license test, and all that stuff. So I did it for like almost 30 years. I did after 10 years in private industry at the MAI office, and a job opened up with the county. They have the tax appraisers. I know, but anyway, I felt it was a good opportunity. It was a good steady paycheck, and that's what I ended up doing. I worked for as a real estate appraiser for the property appraiser's office here.
Wonderful. I love real estate. It's always put food on our table.
Yeah,
It's
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 real.
got
It's you can touch it, you can see it. It's
you can
real.
see it, you can feel it. I
Yeah.
talk about real estate. Give you an example. I've been an investor for a long time. We have a couple. I bought some properties in Colorado where I live. I live in San Diego. I live in Colorado and part of the year in North Carolina.
Yes.
I never take vacations. We just change
Oh,
home.
you just move.
And some of the
Right.
property I bought in this sleepy little ski town. It wasn't Aspen or Vail or Steamboat, just a sleepy little ski town. It was run an hour and a half away. This ski town or the ski area was owned by the city of Denver as part of their recreation, but it was like an hour and a half away. Go figure that. And finally, the big corp, and I said, this town is, I've never seen a town with so much potential. in here, and it was beautiful. We have moose come in the driveway in the backyard and stuff, and elk and everything.
Yeah,
And
cool.
so we got a nice little house there. And then I started buying land, 3/4 acres, 1 acre lots.
Nice.
I get them for 150, 160. Today they're worth 600,000, 550 each.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, only in real estate could you make that money that safely.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you gotta wait.
Right.
Sometimes it
That's
takes time.
the time value of money, but definitely, I mean, I'm just amazed. And even though I was in the business and I've been out of it now for like 7 years or so, or 6 years retired, I'm just amazed at what these homes are selling for these days, you know?
I
So
was
it's one,
checking. I'm in San Diego, and we have some investment properties in Chula Vista. Chula Vista, another sleepy suburb of San Diego, or as I like to refer to it as the Soviet Socialist state of Southern California. And these little homes, 15, 1,600 square feet, were going, oh gosh, 20 something years ago for 160, 170, which was a lot of money then. A
oh,
lot of
sure.
money. It's still a lot
Yeah,
of money.
yeah.
Guess what they're going for today? These little 3 bedroom,
I don't know,
1,500 square foot, $160,000 houses 25 years later.
750.
Close, almost $800,000.
Wow. Wow.
Very good guess, by the way. Very good.
Well, yeah, just thinking of the starting point. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy. But the good side of that is if you can advise people to put some of their money into land or real estate or whatever, if they have if they can wait a while, because it hardly ever goes down,
Yeah. One of my best-selling books, because when I got started, we didn't have, we were a couple, my wife and I, a couple of kids. We had good credit, but we didn't have any kind of income to speak of. I was a law student and my wife was an RN. And, we watched every penny. We lived way below our means. If we made, old school, if you made $1, you spent 80 cents of it. You didn't spend $1.20.
Right.
Um, Old
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was, I used to use options. Your prof, and I wrote a couple books on lease purchasing, the use of options,
Yeah. Yeah.
option contracts where you pre-negotiate a purchase price, but you don't have to execute it.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
tied it in with a lease. I had a mentor. I tell everybody this every time I talk. Find somebody like Elbow, find somebody who's smarter than you, okay, who's had experiences. And it's the only good thing about getting older. You've done more shit than everybody else. And
Yeah.
and find somebody who's got more experience than you,
Yeah.
respect their knowledge,
Learn
and
from.
sit down and buy them a ginger beer or a Stella Artois and find and pick their brain. You will learn more from that one person than you will at any seminar
Yeah.
with any self-serving guru. Ooh, I had an opinion there. Sorry. I wanted to share with everybody before I go a book. I love to read. You a reader, Elbow? Do you?
Oh yeah, and not as much now with the vision thing as you get a little older. But in fact, I'm going to sign up for Audible because I like listening.
I love Audible.
Do you have it? Yeah,
Oh
it's
God, yes. I have Audible, I have Kindle, and
yeah,
I read and watch everything right off my little MacBook here. And then what's great is you can adjust the light and the size, the font, so you don't have to strain your eyes. That's what's great about it. I'm reading a marvelous book. Was in the Wall Street Journal today, and I bought it right away. Let me see if I can find it here and show you guys, and then we'll call it a night because I think dinner's going to be on the table soon. There we
hmm
go. It was an article today in the Wall Street Journal, "The Man Whose Musings Fuel Elon Musk's Nightmare," and it was about this really interesting man And his name is God Saad, Saad, and he just believes that we've lost the ability, we've lost common sense, and so he wrote a book. It's called The Parasitic Mind.
Okay.
Uh, and it's fascinating. And I just started it today. Have you read this? Or do you
No,
know?
no, but I'll try to make a note of it and check it out. Yeah.
And basically, he said that there's a collective malady in our society. He said people's ability to think rationally. We're all caught up in this because of the media and everything. We're caught up in this mob mentality. And we think, gee, and Cialdini, another famous psychologist, said there's something called social proof. And he said that if we think because everybody else is waiting in line in a restaurant, that restaurant must have good food. What do they know that I don't know? And so you can see it. I'm going to get up in trouble here, but I don't like to get political. But you can see the kids on the college campuses in the news today, and they're all. If you notice, what do they all have in common? They're all emotional. They're all chanting. They're all yelling. They're all
Yeah.
screaming. They,
Yeah.
they don't want to have a dialogue or anything with it, and they're acting irrationally, and they're justifying it because everybody else is doing it.
Hey,
And
before you go, would you like me to play a quick song?
I'd
Maybe
love it.
just a verse.
Everybody, Elbow.
Yeah, I
What's
haven't.
your webpage again?
It's just Elbow 88 there on
Elbow
YouTube.
88. A little song here from Elbow. We're honored. Thank you.
Well, before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Yeah, before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. You've been around with other men, getting your money from somewhere. Well, so your mom a few nights ago. Yeah, so your mom a few nights ago. Well, your mama said, Elbow, you call my daughter no more. Well, before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Yeah, before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Yeah, I've been around with other men, getting your money from somewhere else.
Woo! That was live here on Beer with Claude. That was a first. We've never had live
Yeah,
music. That
thanks,
was
Lord.
you
I
are
just
you are a
thanks.
talented young man. Thank
Well,
you.
tell all your subscribers to subscribe to Elbow 88. That's all I'm asking. That's
You
my
heard
only.
you heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Elbow 88,
Yeah.
a gentleman and a true gifted musician. And he drinks tequila like your Uncle Claude.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
everybody, the Elbow,
Okay.
thank you, everybody, for joining Beer with Claude. God willing, we'll be here next week, and who knows what we'll drink or what we'll talk about. But you guys be safe, take care, and nobody deserves success and happiness more than you good people. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care, Elbow.
See you, man.